Hi, I'm Tom, and this is another episode of Extreme Costumes. Today, we're going to be showing you footage of our epic trip to Vegas. We went to Vegas to compete for Halloween costume contest. Why Vegas? Because Vegas offers the most money. And why is it epic? Because everyone in the world goes there. Because there's so much money and so much advertising. So then I have a chance to compete my work against the top people in the industry. Tonight, we were going to a club called Moon. Moon is inside the Palms, and they were offering $10,000. When they're two of the same costume, they drag each other down. And, you know, the sad part is that I actually had a chance to speak to the creator of this Bumblebee earlier that night. I urged him to bring his costume to another club. Not because I was afraid that he would be able to beat me, but because I thought that his great costume had a chance of winning first place at some other club. I knew that, having looked it over, that I was going to win against him. I was going to win because I was much larger, much more involved, had a lot more obvious robotic parts to me, and I lit up like a star. Where they don't have the lights on me, the light tape really blares in there. He had a really great Bumblebee, but it just wasn't quite at my level. And at another club, he could have won first place. The Grim Reaper had already competed that same night inside Rain, another club that's inside the Palms, and I believe he won either second or third place. So the management at Moon said, you can't take money from us twice in one night, and they didn't allow him to compete. And to be honest, he showed up after the contest was already running. I was there for 3 hours, he was there for 2 minutes. He'd already competed. I love the devil costume in some ways because it's a beautiful costume, but I don't like it in others because his wings are pieces of metal that stick out at eye level. And while I do an interesting gimmick, they'll actually flare out, it's a really dangerous costume for the rest of the people in the club. And I try to avoid doing anything that's going to result in perhaps having an eye dangling off the end of my costume. But it is a beautiful costume. Mike made that a number of years ago and he runs it every single year, either having himself or one of his friends wear it. He also made the Grim Reaper. A number of people inside the Vegas circuit of costume makers make costumes, and once they make them, they just use them over and over and over again. MTV Moon Man, I've competed against him two other years. He made that costume once and it just stays around forever. I personally try to make something new every year.
Alright, little Bumblebee. A slinger of Waldo.
Club determine who the winner is based on the crowd cheer, sound level, and duration.
No, Grim Reaper already won something in Rain. Shame on you, Grim Reaper.
They've already decided who the finalists are. They've picked out Moon Man, Waldo, a devil you'll see over here, and of course myself and another Bumblebee.
How about the devil? Alright, so listen up. The devil, third place. Let's go. Who's gonna be first place? Is it Big Bumblebee? Or is it MTV Moon Man? Alright, so the winner of $10,000 is Big Bumblebee!
That was an exciting night, not only for the $10,000, but we actually went on to win money at another club afterwards that same night, and a whole other casino. This night, though, was $10,000 in just one place at one time, and I had a real blast. Thank you again for watching, and if you have a chance, make sure you subscribe on Facebook or Twitter.
Every day I'm shuffling.